Hi, I'm Pete Gallivan. This week on News to Celebrate, from moments that make us proud to stories that warm your heart, we are celebrating Western New York. Members of Team USA are headed to the Olympics and bringing a little hometown style with them. And a Buffalo family is welcoming not one, but 5 new bundles of joy with the birth of their quintuplets. And this Valentine's Day, Western New Yorkers are sharing love in a special way by honoring local veterans. Those stories and more coming up on News to Celebrate this week.
Here at the NICU at Golisano Children's Hospital of Buffalo, a specialized care team and a local family are celebrating the rare and miraculous delivery of quintuplets. Jessica and John Loprin of West Seneca were already the proud parents of 2 young daughters, and they were hoping to grow their family by 1 more. But during Jessica's first ultrasound, they learned she was pregnant with 5 babies.
First finding out, I had a full-blown panic attack, and I think John also went into a state of shock too. But when I was panicking, saying, "What are we gonna do?" he was like, "We'll figure it out."
Quintuplet pregnancies are incredibly rare and high risk.
It's extremely rare. The numbers I've seen are 1 in 15 in a year in all of the world. And in Buffalo, we've only had it happen 1 other time.
It took a team of dozens of professionals from Maternal Fetal Medicine Center and Golisano Children's Hospital working together to prepare for Jessica's delivery.
It was a very collaborative approach. We had a meeting of, I think there were probably around 30 people there in all specialties, including obstetrics, the NICU, we had nursing, we had pharmacy, we had respiratory therapy.
Despite the risks, doctors encouraged Jessica to keep life as normal as possible.
Going out and spending time with my daughters, dropping my oldest daughter off at school, picking her up, and then as the holidays were rolling around, making sure holidays still stayed the same.
Jessica was admitted to the hospital in mid-December. At midnight on the 18th, her water broke, and the team of dozens rushed into action. Many of them called in from home in the middle of the night.
I was wheeled right into the OR right before 2, and Mason was out at 2:03, and Connor was out by 2:11.
Holly, Mason, Stefan, Connor, and Layla were born at 28 weeks and 5 days, and each weighed under 3 pounds at birth. They remain in the NICU, gaining weight and growing stronger.
The level 4 NICU was like the reason why we chose Golisano, with them being the only one in Western New York that was a level 4 NICU. We wanted all the babies to stay together, and we knew no matter what, the babies were going to be born premature. We just never knew how premature.
As overwhelming as this journey has been, the parents say this was never something they planned, but something they were meant for.
It's like, well, someone wanted us to have 5 babies. Like, this was not IVF. I did not implant 5 embryos. It wasn't the goal to try 4 multiples. So when it happened and we're like, there's 5, we're like, fate. We were meant to be the parents to quintuplets, I guess.
John, Jessica, and their doctors say all 5 babies are thriving here in the NICU and should be ready to graduate soon. On your side in Buffalo, Lauren Hall, Channel 2 News.
Remarkable, worth the wait. It was a fixer-upper, Lily Wiley Upshaw. Congratulations, it looks fantastic.
Oh, thank you very much. It certainly has been a labor of love for everyone who has served on the Buffalo Niagara Freedom Station Coalition. So I'm the current chair of the organization, and we're a not-for-profit organization that owns and operates the Michigan Street Baptist Church. But I just want to point out that I say that I'm part of the story of the church because the organization existed before I came, and there have been so many people in the community that have been a part of the history of the Michigan Street Baptist Church. Bishop Henderson, his family, just so many people, Reverend Nash, the Nash family. And our organization at this point in the history of the church have been here to help shepherd through the interior restoration that you see all around you.
Speaking of shepherding through, some amazing things happen within these 4 walls.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we like to share with folks is that 89% of the people who built this church were freedom seekers. And they played an active role in the abolitionist movement and the Underground Railroad here in the city of Buffalo. We know the seeds to the NAACP occurred here
Yeah.
in the city of Buffalo.
The
right?
Niagara movement.
The Niagara movement, right? We also know that Frederick Douglass came and spoke in the city of Buffalo about just the whole, again, abolitionist movement. So this church has a legacy and a history that really speaks from the beginning of the city of Buffalo in terms of when the city was incorporated, all the way through all of these national American history moments. And our job as the caretakers and the legacy keepers has been to help in preserving the physical structure. So now when people walk through the doors of the church, they'll see an interior restoration that harkens back to what this church would have looked like in those early years when these folks were doing such phenomenal work.
What's going on this weekend?
So this weekend, in honor of Black History Month, we're going to be open for free tours starting at 11 a.m. on Saturday, February 7th. We'll be closing at 2 p.m. People do not have to pre-register. We can accommodate up to about 40 people. It's a 30-minute tour in which they will get a chance to learn more about this American history story.
And I will mention, it is heated, by the way. It's going to be cold Saturday. The website is MichiganStreetBaptistChurch.com. On your side from Buffalo, I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2 News.
These little squares on the sides, those are going to be cut out and they got benches in them.
Nicholas Boardman is admiring the work that he and about 40 students have put in on the Mayville Ice Castle over the past 5 days.
It's a nice experience.
It's part construction site and history lesson about Chautauqua Lake, according to heavy equipment teacher Christian High.
The ice used to be harvested and shipped all over the Northeast.
Only these blocks aren't bound for your ice box.
44 inches, 22 wide, and almost 2 foot thick. So probably 400 or 500 pounds.
Each one is cut from the lake, floated down a canal, and put in place with heavy equipment. The frigid cold has been great for building, less so for the people doing it.
Well, as long as you keep the gloves on, these are, I've got my own pair, they stay pretty warm.
The design of the ice castle isn't random either. They had students from the Chautauqua Lake District draw up their designs, and this is a culmination of a lot of them. We're sitting at 8 to 9 feet right now, and the team is hoping to top things off at around 15 feet.
We have so many local companies and larger companies that are really helping us out here with this project. So it's great for the students to get the taste of being on a job site while still being in the academic setting.
Learning and adapting, like how to roll with the punches when your chainsaw goes down.
With the break from the saw, we got our slushing all caught up today.
That's what helps hold the bricks together.
Like a brick building with slush as the mortar. If conditions hold, the castle will be sticking around well beyond Winterfest, which runs from February 13th to the 15th, a monument to history and these students' hard work. On your side in Mayville, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.
Happy Veterans Day. Happy Valentine from Cody.
This table is not only full of cards.
It's beautiful, it really is.
It's full of love and gratitude.
It's always nice when you're out in the community and you get that, thank you for your service, but then to get this overwhelming number of cards and just seeing the kids actually put so much time and effort into it, it moves you for sure.
Operation Valentine is a community outreach program calling on groups across the area to create cards for veterans and service members.
We just have to pause and take a step back and acknowledge what the community has done with a simple handmade card.
Craig Schwam is the president of Acacia Park Cemetery. He helped organize this effort.
Our initial goal this year was 1,700.
But it turns out the community's heart is bigger than that.
This year, we basically crushed that goal with 2,654, which doubles last year's goal. The creativity from the students, the seniors, the churches, citizens in the community just came forward.
That creativity.
You tried to give peace to the world.
Bringing smiles to service members like Andrew Kaya.
They're really funny cards, things like, I hope you have a great war.
Funny, but heartfelt nonetheless.
In the middle of February, you get all these cards, all these hand-drawn, colorful cards from all the kids, and, it just brightens your day.
On your side in Buffalo, Alyssa Clausel, Channel 2 News.
The Bills Mafia House has been bringing fans and community together for decades, but now the owner says it's time for this house to have a new chapter.
The popular tailgate spot and short-term rental has been owned by longtime Bills fan Shane Prouty for the last 14 years. It's on Fay Street, right across from the new stadium. The two-bedroom property has been a popular spot for fans and Bills alumni over the years, and it's filled with memorabilia. We asked him what he hopes the new owners might do with the space.
We've always focused on making sure that this is a family-friendly place. Yes, people come. People have their traditional tailgates, but we've always really stayed focused on making sure that opposing fans, NFL fans, not just Bills fans, and families and children, they all feel welcome here, and it's a place where everybody can have fun.
Former Bills quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick has shown interest in buying the house. This is what he wrote on X. Caitlin Eddy is a realtor with Keller Williams Realty. She says since they posted the listing, she's had at least 30 calls about the house. It's listed for just under $700,000.
We're told the deadline to get offers in is Monday, February 9th. On your side, Courtney Courtright, Channel 2 News.
Meet the Bills' 2025 Inspire Change Changemaker, Niagara Falls City Schools Superintendent Mark Laurie.
And I was completely blown away when they put my name on the screen and did a little video of my 42-year career and said that I would be their change maker representing the Buffalo Bills.
Laurie was chosen for the award because of the work he's done in the community to help young people in the district. He helped bring hands-only CPR training to student athletes and has been a champion of bringing the Say Yes program to Niagara Falls. Besides a trip to the Super Bowl, part of the award is a $10,000 donation from the NFL Foundation for a nonprofit of Laurie's choice, and he picked Say Yes.
This will be a small contribution to scholarships for Niagara Falls students in perpetuity once we get Say Yes up and going. Every little bit helps, and it just was an honor to receive the gift, but then to give it right back to my home district to help our kids in Niagara Falls was even a greater gift for me.
Laurie is also a huge Bills fan and usually watches the games on his couch without distractions. So Sunday's game day experience will be a little different.
We're going to get to go to the NFL experience. We're going to meet the other change makers from the other 31 cities. We're going to proudly wear our Bills stuff and represent the Bills Mafia. What icing on the cake it would have been to have the Bills join me there. It's still a great honor. I'm still going to be rooting for Seattle, so you know I have to root for Seattle in this game for obvious reasons. But the only thing that I wish, and they should be, the Bills should be there with us.
It was a moment that came with immense pride for Therese Fortin Barnes and an all-expense paid trip to the Super Bowl.
Every day has been amazing to me. Every day I'm still in awe.
Now that trip has finally arrived.
Very excited to show people who we are and really make us shine.
Fortin Barnes is in San Francisco, proudly representing Bills Mafia and carrying their spirit.
I'm that person that represents who we are and what we do, and giving back to the community and cheering for our team whether we win or lose.
Before Sunday's Super Bowl, there's another big moment. Thursday night at the NFL Honors, the league will announce the ultimate NFL Fan of the Year, selected from nominees representing all 32 teams. We asked Fortin Barnes what it would mean to her to win.
I'm already tearing up knowing and thinking that all I've done in the 63 years of my life, I've given back and been a fan. I never envisioned this. So to have that honor and recognition really is quite close to my heart.
If this guy looks familiar, you've seen him somewhere before, picture him in lederhosen. former Frankfurter, which was a very popular German band, and West Seneca town historian Jim Pace. How you doing? Nice to see you.
Good morning. Nice to see you too.
Okay, this building is one of a kind.
Yeah, it is. It's the only building in the town of West Seneca that's on the National Register of Historic Places.
Why is it so important?
Well, because the front of the building was an original Ebenezer home built around 1850 for two families. And all it contained was 2 sitting rooms and 2 bedrooms, because everything else was done communally outside of the home.
That's what the Ebenezer was, a sect sort of akin to Amish.
Some similarities in appearance, probably more strict in a lot of ways.
Okay, and they moved on, and then the town was renamed to Seneca and later West Seneca as well.
Correct.
So what is the building used for now?
It's a museum of artifacts, all related to West Seneca, some connection to West Seneca, everything that's in here.
Who would enjoy a trip here?
Anybody. I mean, it's interest beyond just West Seneca. You know, some of the artifacts, the farming implements that we have, the Native American implements, those are of general interest. So anybody would be interested in seeing all these historic artifacts.
It is pretty neat to see connections, obviously, to other communities in Western New York. What's with the musical instruments?
Well, the musical instruments that we have on display are from the West Seneca Town Band, which is one of the oldest bands in the country. It started during the Civil War, and it's still going on.
Oh, okay. We're on Mill Road, and there was a mill on Mill Road.
There was a mill on Mill Road. When you go down the end of Mill Road by Casanova Creek, the Ebenezers built a grist mill, which eventually, after they left, was purchased by a man that started a glass factory there.
Okay.
A very fine cut glass. We have a large collection here. People are welcome to see that, too. Unfortunately, the building burnt down in the 1950s.
No, and there was a cider mill, too, built by the Ebenezers.
Right, the famous Mayer Brothers cider mill. The core of that structure, or the gift shop is now, was the original Ebenezer cider mill that was purchased by the Mayer family, and now I think 5 generations of Mayers have been running that cider mill.
Queen of Heaven, known for their famous lawn fete, of course, but their fourth graders come here regularly. But this is a nice place for all school groups and
all school groups, senior groups, everything. I mean, we welcome every type of visitor to come to our museum.
Okay, Tuesdays is the regular day you're open.
Tuesdays or by appointment.
Okay, excellent. WestSenecaMuseum.com.
WestSenecaHistory.com is
our
website.
WestSenecaHistory.com, and it's 3 floors as well, spanning the history of the former village of Ebenezer and now the proud town of West Seneca. Proud past, unlimited future. That's what it says on the sign. On your side in West Seneca, I'm Kevin O'Neill, Channel 2 News.
My family's always been cooking. I love to cook, trial and error, just trying to perfect the recipes over the course of years, and then having my wife as a taste tester. We moved from our house because it got just too busy, and then we went to our church on Kensington and Deerfield, Emmanuel Temple, and the word just got out. A lot of people were just coming in, pulling in the parking lot, so we had some of the best chicken and waffles in town coming out of a church. We're known for our chicken and waffles. We have 5 different flavors: red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, blue velvet, and then OG, which is a plain original flavor. All of our waffles come with our cream cheese glaze on top. We have chicken wings, chicken breasts, chicken tenders, and then also haddock fish every day. Definitely come and try some of our sides. We have some of the best smoked Gouda mac and cheese in the town. We have seafood salad, chicken pasta salad, green beans, sweet potatoes. We're just not chicken and waffles, that's just in the name. Yeah, so for Super Bowl, we're actually going to be running 30% off our chicken wings. We do just regular chicken wings. We have 13 specialty sauces, ranging from honey Cajun, hot lemon pepper, hot garlic parm. My favorite is going to be hot parm ranch. You can order online at CrenshawsChickenandWaffles.com or come in person at 37 Chandler Street, Suite 111A.
You can see them right on their heads as Young Team USA freestyle skiers assess the Olympic snow park.
The course is looking super nice. Just got the first look at it and very excited to ski it.
It should be pretty easy to get some good speed going into those jumps.
And our athletes will be wearing these distinctive ribbed beanie caps or other headgear at various venues or in the Olympic Village through the agreement between Team USA and New Era Cap, with managers and designers right here at their downtown Buffalo global headquarters. After surveying and consulting the team members for the hat concepts, color, and even logos, so a stylish but subdued fashion statement.
They want to show their sense of pride and competing for Team USA, so that all goes into the design and how we look at building it. They want to stand out, but they don't want to be too flamboyant.
Besides the beanie hat, New Era also came up with this cool fedora, but another cap may take the gold from feedback.
The corduroy one seems to be the one they're gravitating to most, with the feedback that we've already received from the athletes that have gone into our experience over there.
That experience was actually this Team USA welcome experience, where members could pick up their hats, with a ubiquitous Coach Snoop Dogg even showing up for his headwear selection with potential accessorizing, as they say, on an international stage.
There are specific patches that we allow them to heat seal right at the event, so they can take a cap and put a patch on the side that they like, that they can choose from a menu over there. If you haven't been to Olympics, pin trading's a big deal, right? So you'll see a lot of that going on, and they'll put the pins in the caps to collect, and then obviously it's a memento for them after the games. It increases our global exposure, and we are a global brand, so it helps us on that larger scale, and just gives us that exposure. I mean, it's a phenomenal brand, and to be associated with the Team USA piece at the Milan Olympics, it's very special.
As New Era staffers get people looking up at these hats, their Olympic connection, which started with the Paris 2024 Games, also makes them look forward for Los Angeles 2028.
We're super excited about that, and we're making plans on that and starting to create products now for that event as well, believe it or not, for 28.
Overall, the Olympic experience and exposure for New Era Cap and its staffers gets topped off with this sentiment.
It's a time when the country comes together. And I think from that perspective, we're just proud to play a small part in Team USA's endeavor.
On your side, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.
As Haley Skamura took the ice this morning, students at Nichols watched in awe.
We get to watch them on the big screen and think that might be us. I can relate, kind of. I don't play in the Olympics, but I play hockey, obviously.
I'm a soccer player, and she was a soccer player. So I can do these things too. Now that I'm seeing her do it, so that shows me that I can do it too.
The Gettsville native won silver with Team USA in 2022 and scored 2 goals in today's 5-1 win over Czechia in the Group A preliminary round.
Just it's inspirational. It's I can maybe get that far too if she can. She's a former Nichols student, so it's really cool to see that she's in the Olympics over there.
It's a way for the students to see that someone who used to go to their school can accomplish big goals at the highest level.
Just watching how far girls can come in sports.
My favorite part about today is just watching the kids, root on Haley. It's the kids are all wearing red, white, and blue, and they made a bunch of signs. So we're super excited to watch them root Haley on.
And those are just a few of the stories reminding us why there's so much to celebrate right here in Western New York. We'll see you next time on News to Celebrate.